Trey, you and Francisco in a pretty good battle over there at the Mike spot, to kind of get those starting reps. What's kind of your take on it and how things are kind of playing out between the two of you?
Francisco's a really good player. He's going to do a lot of good things for us, as well as me and a lot of the talents that I bring to the team. We both have different skill sets that we bring, which is good. So it's up to the coaches, honestly. But Cisco's a really good player. He's going to do a lot of good things in the future too.
It kind of brings out that iron sharpens iron. When you guys are battling that hard, it's obviously preparing you for the season. I mean, how much do you think you guys are both going to benefit regardless of who does start?
Honestly, we both benefit in the end because I can learn stuff from his skill set and he can learn stuff from my skill set. Just as last year when Jihad and Justice were here, I was learning things from them when they taught me, and they were learning things from me that I taught them. So a lot of it, it coexists, and we feed off of each other, so a lot of it goes together. And as long as we're both competing, honestly, we're just here to play for the team.
Has there been maybe one or two freshmen that have stood out to you on the defense?
Javon Robinson, or Javen Robinson. I don't know if I'm saying it. I'm probably butchering that. But Robinson, he was a cornerback, freshman from, I think it's either Texas or Florida, one of the two. He's really good. He's doing some good things. And then Reese, the safety, he's doing really good. So I've seen those two really stood out to me.
You get pads on today, get a little more thud, a little more contact. As a linebacker, how much of a joy is that?
Oh, it was great. It's always good to get physical, just so that everybody can get the feel of, okay, it's actually football. So it's good to get physical. We need that for the team. We need that for the linebackers. We need that for the O-line, D-line. We need everybody to get physical. So we're trying to build a tough mentality for the program and just the standard of being able to get physical and get down when we have to. So
throwing you a curveball here.
Yes, sir.
Favorite musical artist?
I'd have to go with Nipsey Hussle. A guy that spoke truth, a guy that spoke love and peace, a guy that spoke on things for not only our culture but the community. So that's one of the biggest guys that I listen to because he's influential too.
In terms of the defense as a whole, and I guess from your perspective, having Brian Ward as your position coach in new DC, how would you kind of compare the defense under Dicker last year and what Ward has introduced?
Honestly, there hasn't been really any change because they both run the same defense. They both learn from each other. They both have different schemes of way of running things. Well, not different schemes, but they both have different little tweaks to running things. But honestly, it's been the same. It's great coaching. We know what we're doing, so we can play fast, as they've always said. A lot of the things that we're doing right now are helping us read our keys even faster. So we're playing a lot faster, which is helping us on the field and getting our fits as well. So a lot of it is pretty good.
Any sort of just aspects of the defense right now that you guys are kind of honing in on, or anything that you feel like needs fine-tuned right now? And then also, what do you think maybe you guys have added from last year?
I think we've got the mentality, and the standard is to get takeaways every day. So we're trying to get takeaways, and right now we're reaching a set goal. We're getting turnovers every day in practice, so as long as we keep doing that, that'll turn over into the season.
What's been the biggest challenge going up against this offense every single day here on the field?
Really, they're a really diverse offense. They got a lot of stuff going. It's really good for the defense because it gives us a lot of looks of what we might see during the season. So they have a lot of stuff up their sleeve, and just coming out and practicing against it and learning from it and going back in the film room and talking about it, that helps us a lot.
And then we talk about forcing turnovers. This defense did an awful lot of that last year, but sometimes that stat is hard to duplicate 2 years in a row. How do you go about keeping the turnovers high?
Honestly, what happened last year, so we're trying to focus on doing better this year. Not to discount last year, but we're trying to make sure that we can go above and beyond and hopefully do even better to where we can get our rankings up or anything like that. So honestly, we're just trying to get better.
Travion, playing alongside Dayon, what has he brought to the defense, and what have you noticed about his game that has kind of elevated you guys as a linebacking core?
Dayon is a really good player. He's really fast, so he brings a lot of the speed to the defense as well, and he brings physicality too. So bringing more physicality and more speed to the defense, it only makes us even nastier as a defense to go against. So him knowing the scheme and knowing the playbook makes it even easier as well because you don't have to teach everything to him. So that helps a lot, and just the speed and the physicality that he brings is really good. He's a big-time playmaker. So.
Watching you on the sideline, you seem to be a guy that loves to get excited for your teammates. How do you consider yourself in terms of being a vocal leader and a leader on the defensive unit?
I would consider myself a vocal leader just based off of the facts that I do bring energy to the team. That is one of the jobs that I've took on by myself because I know what type of player I am. I have a passion. I have a love for the game. I bring it every day. I get to do this. I'm blessed to do this. So I take that responsibility very high, and I make sure that when we're going against the offense, they can hear me as well, because when we go against when we're in environments where we're going against tough teams, it'll be just like practice and we're executing.
And from your position, you get a front row seat at the defensive line. What are you seeing from that group so far?
Defensive line is actually doing really good. They're doing pretty good this fall camp. Made a lot of plays, made a lot of turnovers. We're getting sacks. So as long as they keep doing their job, they're allowing us to do our job, which is allowing the back end to do their job. So as long as everybody is doing their job, the D-line is doing what they're supposed to do.